We're about to talk about a pretty massive shift that's coming for IT departments. And look, this isn't some far-off sci-fi future stuff. This is happening right now. And we're going to see the real impact hit around 2025-2026. We're talking about the rise of AI agents becoming core members of the IT team.
Our source material really kicks things off with this quote, and it sets the perfect tone. It's basically a warning, right? The strategies and the skills that built today's IT departments, they're not just getting a little outdated, they're becoming totally obsolete.
And the sources are pretty blunt about this. The way IT is structured right now, it's just not going to work in this new agentic world. We're not talking about a software patch or bringing in a new tool. This is about tearing the whole thing down to the studs and building something brand new from the ground up.
So let's start right there. We are literally witnessing the end of an era. This isn't a small course correction. It's a complete break with the past, and it calls for a totally new blueprint for how IT is going to function. This new foundation, it has to be built on 4 absolutely critical pillars. You've got strategy, that's the what you're trying to do. Governance, those are the rules of the game. Orchestration, which is all about managing this complex dance between people and AI. And of course, security, making sure the whole thing is locked down tight. If you miss any one of these, you're just asking for chaos.
Okay, so what does this new world actually look like on a day-to-day basis? Well, that brings us to the biggest change of all, the teams themselves. So let's meet the new hybrid team, what some are calling the agentic team.
Just look at how the jobs themselves are changing. Your product manager, they're now a product strategist. A business analyst becomes an insight orchestrator. And this isn't just about getting a fancier title. It's a fundamental shift. Your value isn't in grooming a backlog anymore. It's in defining a long-term vision using insights the AI agents bring you. Humans are basically getting a promotion up the entire value chain.
And this right here is probably the best analogy for it. The human is no longer the musician trying to play every instrument. No way. You're the conductor now, guiding this team of super specialized AI agents to create something amazing. Your true value is in your vision and your direction.
So let's picture one of these teams. You start with, say, 10 human experts. These are your strategists, your architects, your conductors we just talked about. They're the leadership core.
But that's just the start. Then you add about 20 specialized software agents to that team. And bam, you've just tripled your output. You've created a massive force multiplier. And those 20 new team members, they never sleep, they never get tired, and they execute tasks at a speed we can barely comprehend.
Now, to make this all feel a little less abstract, let's look at a real-world example that, well, any engineer is going to feel in their bones. The nightmare of on-call duty. Because this new model doesn't just tweak the process, it completely reinvents it.
We've all been there, right? That horrible cryptic alert goes off at 3 in the morning. Your heart's pounding, you're scrambling to log in, and you spend the next hour just scrolling through endless logs, desperately trying to figure out what's on fire. It's reactive, it's stressful, and it is completely exhausting.
Now, contrast that with the agentic way. The AI agent gets the alert first. It immediately starts investigating on its own, running a full root cause analysis. And only then, only when it has answers, does it wake up the human. And it doesn't just present a problem, it gives you a summary and a list of potential solutions.
This changes the entire game. You're no longer being woken up to be a frantic detective in a crisis. You're being presented with a pre-analyzed case file. Your job is now to be the judge, to use your experience and your wisdom to make the final, informed call.
Okay, but I know what you're thinking. For an agent to do all that, it needs access to production systems. How on earth do you do that without creating a massive security hole? Well, that brings us inside the agentic engine.
The key here is something called the Agent Core Gateway. You never, ever just let AI agents roam free. Instead, you build one single, super secure, heavily controlled doorway. Think of it like a bodyguard. Every single request from an agent has to go through this gateway, which checks its ID and makes sure it has permission before letting it through.
And this gateway is really the heart of a whole collaborative platform. You've got the cockpit, where humans do the directing. You have the engine that runs all the specialized agents. And they're all plugged into a shared brain and a memory system that lets them learn and get better over time. It's really like an intelligent nervous system for your entire IT department.
This is all incredibly powerful stuff, but it all comes down to one final critical question. How do you actually trust these agents to do important work? And the answer isn't blind faith. It's data.
Trust is built with a 2-part system. First, you have observability. That's kind of the basic health check, right? Is the agent on? Is it running fast? But the second piece, evaluation, is way more sophisticated. This part is constantly judging the quality of the agent's work, comparing its answers against a gold standard of human-approved results.
Seriously, think of it like a constant, real-time performance review for your digital team members. An agent's performance is no longer a gut feeling or an opinion, it's a hard number, a metric. If the quality of its work dips, you get an alert. You're not just hoping it works, you're managing it based on quantifiable data.
So let's pull all these threads together. We've talked about why we need to change, what the new teams look like, how daily tasks get transformed, and the tech that makes it all safe and secure. So what does this all mean for us, the humans in the equation?
And this is maybe the most important takeaway of all. Human work is not going away. Not at all. It's getting elevated. Your value is no longer about doing the repetitive tasks. It's about your ability to ask the right questions, to make smart decisions with better information, and to lead these new hybrid teams.
Which, of course, leads us to the final big question. In this new agentic world, what is the one skill that is going to be more valuable than anything else?
It all boils down to this: the art of conversation with machines. Your most critical skill in the future will be your ability to explain a complex problem so clearly, so precisely, that a team of AI agents can grab it and run with it. It's about being the ultimate prompter, the ultimate translator, in a brand new kind of conversation that's going to define the future of how we work.